Hello to you, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game, so I hope you have a lot or any friends. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's go! You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. A chicken at the 1902 World's Fair laid eggs out of its mouth. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Bedbug bites cause nightmares. Scottish noodles are made from cow guts. Napoleon coined the phrase, "Don't buy the milk when you can get the cow for free." Office Depot paid NBC $500,000 to be featured positively on an episode of The Office. Barack Obama and Sarah Palin are 10th cousins. In China, porn is called yellow movies instead of blue movies. And here's your score at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Guantanamo Bay detainees were tortured by being forced to listen to Christina Aguilera. I've just been informed ancient Egyptians used diaphragms made from pickled watermelon rinds. Winston Churchill had a fear of mirrors. A Monet painting was stolen from a Polish museum and replaced with a cardboard duplicate. Prince Charles drives a wine-powered car. Prehistoric skunks were as big as horses. The Starbucks mascot is named Ariel the Mermaid. Here is your score. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is inventions. These facts are all about inventions. Find the truths and the lies. The traffic light was invented before the car. Jacques Cousteau was born before the submarine was invented. The toaster was invented before toast. Smoke detectors were invented before fire. The electric guitar was invented before the acoustic guitar. The bottle cap was invented before soda pop. The parachute was invented before the airplane. And here's your final score. It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. Thousands of Captain Planet VHS tapes were found dumped in the Amazon forest. Carrot Top was the editor of Cornell's school newspaper in 1983. Leonardo da Vinci really hated Michelangelo. Mozart is on a priority list of people to be cloned by the European Union. Rotating the arm of the growing up Skipper doll made her develop breasts. Charles Lindbergh played a saxophone for entertainment crossing the Atlantic. Cold chamomile tea can cause hallucinations. And here's your score at the end of round 1.
Got that out of the way.
Here are your new fact categories. In Australia, Speedos are called budgie smugglers. Hockey was originally called Jesus Sticks because players walked on water. W was the last letter added in the Braille alphabet. The Texas hook 'em horns salute means impotent in sign language. New Balance briefly had the slogan, "The boring white guy's shoe." Marmaduke was put down in 1999. The only Olympic medalist from Ecuador won gold in race walking. Here is your score. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is international names. Can you figure out which of these facts about international names are really lies? In Italy, Mr. Bubble is called Tony Bathtub.
Who the fuck is Mr. Bubble?
In Brazil, Target is called Bow Equiver. In Germany, Mr. Clean is called Meister Proper. In Japan, Chuck E. Cheese is called House of Electronic Rat Pizza. In Australia, Burger King is called Hungry Jack's. In Sweden, Friends is called Pod of Dependency. In India, Walmart is called Best Price Modern Wholesale. And here's your final score. It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. The oldest winery in the U.S. is called Boone's Farm. An airport in Gibraltar has a runway that intersects with the territory's busiest street. John Bon Jovi owns a restaurant with no prices on the menu. Al Capone had a tattoo of Sherlock Holmes on his left arm. Lobster was commonly served to prisoners in colonial America. Hitler was born in England. Christopher Lee went skydiving with Cary Grant. And here's your your score at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Duct tape was originally called duct tape. The French have an unmeltable cheese. Tom Hanks' brother does the voice of all talking Woody dolls sold in stores. Nicole Kidman was briefly engaged to Yahoo Serious. Chinese water torture was invented by the Germans. Poop transplants are used to build up healthy bacteria in the intestines. The Cincinnati Reds were called the Maroons during the Red Scare of the 1950s. Here is your score. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is real U.S. towns. Can you correctly identify which of these are real towns in the United States and which ones are just lies?
About to lose big.
Buttsville, Texas. Big Taint, Ohio. Taco Bell, Arizona. Puppy Party, Iowa.
No, Puppy Party.
New Erection, Virginia. Boring, Oregon. Nimrod, Minnesota. And here's your final score.
Welcome to Fibbage. I'm Cookie, and I promise that almost everybody will make it out alive. 3 players, ready for action, lock and load. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category. Okay, here's your first question. On December 3rd, 2009 and March 30th, 2010, rapper Eminem tweeted a photo proving he was surprisingly really good at blank. Now use your device to type a lie that might fool the other players into believing it. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now. Hurry! Hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and enter it on your device. All right, who picked what? You all got it. Impressive. And that means... select a category. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a road trip. When in Port Vila, Vanuatu, be sure to check out their post office, which is unusual because it is blank. Type in your lies now. Okay, here are your choices. Pick something. Let's see what everybody selected. Well, don't you feel foolish?
Yeah, that's everything other than the you don't know Jack stuff. So I need to come from behind to win during the Jack attack, which I did like 3 times and it just didn't pop for some reason. I'll have to try it somewhere. And then I need to get all the wrong answers of the game. So that'll take a while. It's kind of a grind. Yeah, I'll keep going on sometime. Someday.